Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for part 3 of our 10th episode of Hello Nintendo, our E3 special. Today, we're going to be talking about the Breath of the Wild DLC, Mario and Rabbids, and the newly announced Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido. I'm your host, Matt, and with me again is Brooks. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, glad to be here again.
So we're going to start off a little bit with the Mario and Rabbids game, Kingdom Battle. Brooks, why don't you tell us a little bit about that one?
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw this coming because of the leak, but if it wasn't, nobody would have saw it coming. Because Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a strategy RPG. It's like, you have this map, you can move around, have characters move around it, you have cover that you can hide under. Then you choose where they move, they shoot. It's basically XCOM or Codename Steam or something like that. And of course you can play as Mario, Peach, Luigi, Yoshi, or their Rabbid versions. And buy different weapons for them and such. And get new abilities. And an interesting thing is how the game's kind of structured. It's a lot more linear than many RPGs because you spend a lot of your time wandering around Mario Overworld. Then there's like these specific battle stations. And then like when you get there, like the battle starts there. And then once you pass that area, when you win that battle, you just go to the next area. And it's rather seamless transition between the two things.
It sounds kind of interesting. I'm kind of hoping there's a demo, because as much as I've said that I'm not going to get it, I wouldn't mind actually just kind of trying a demo out, see what it's like.
Yeah, that would be nice, a demo because, I mean, this game is weird.
It definitely seems weird.
Yeah, I mean, like, even the plot from the little bit we know is like, there's this special rabbid that can make other rabbids appear when it's distressed. And so Bowser and co. are using it for evil. Seems like it could be something interesting in terms of plot. Probably not, because all our characters are silent, but
I'm curious how they're going to explain how these two worlds have suddenly merged. That's the part that I'm really curious about, because as we all know, the Rabbids don't exactly exist in the Nintendo universe, so
yeah,
that's going to be really interesting to see.
Seems like they're really going all out with the Rabbids Mario crossover, because I mean, even like all the enemies are Rabbids, and even the bosses are Rabbid versions of Mario characters. Like the very first boss of the game of World 1, there could be mid bosses, I don't know, but it's Rabbid Kong.
Yeah, it looked like a giant version of DK, yeah.
Yeah, and then in the trailer there was Rabbid Piranha.
Oh, that's right, yes, I remember seeing the Rabbid Piranha plants, so yeah, it's like I said, I'm kind of hoping that there's a demo, because I'd like to be able to try it.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
Yeah.
Just to get an idea of what in the world this game is.
Yeah, it's interesting
something.
how real it was, because when the first bit of information leaked, everybody was analyzing it like crazy, including like going down even to the point where they're looking at the font and the lettering, and how, oh yeah, you can tell that this is Photoshop, the lettering doesn't match, and just even the way the first screenshot where it shows Mario and the Rabbids, and how it's like, yeah, this doesn't even look real. You can definitely tell it's been faked. And yeah, it's just one thing after another.
It's
real.
Yeah.
So definitely interested to see, or curious to see how this is going to look.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. Next we have the Breath of the Wild DLC. Now we've known that Breath of the Wild was going to have DLC pretty much since the launch of the game, but the details were pretty scarce up until now. So the first DLC pack is dropping June 30th, so in a couple weeks. It has a number of different, has a number of items attached to it. So there's the Trial of the Sword, where you are in a sacred area of Hyrule, and once you're in this area, all you have is you're naked. All you got is your boxers and probably the Shiek slate and your satchel, and you just have to fight wave after wave of enemies. Looks like there's about 45 rooms to clear, and once you've cleared all those rooms, the power of the Master Sword will finally be awoken and will always be in its glowing state. So if you've got the Master Sword now, you'll know that it's glowing whenever you're near Ganon, so like any of the Blight Ganon, stuff like that. So at this point, it's always going to be like that, which means it's pretty much always going to be a level 60 sword.
45 Eventide Islands?
Probably, yeah.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
Now that I've kind of leveled up a bit more, I'm actually tempted to give Tide Island another go. It's kind of crummy, but I was reading up a couple little tips on how to deal with that, and one of them was to throw a bunch of weapons out there so you can pick them up once it starts. So,
yeah, but that's cheating.
Is it really cheating when it's part of the game? So in the first DLC pack, there's also the Hero's Path mode, which I thought was really neat. It actually shows the path that Link has taken in the last 200 hours of gameplay. So if you've played over 200 hours, then it will show you, it won't show you the starting. So it'll show you the last 200 hours of gameplay. You'll use the time tracker bar to see where you've spent the most time. And it'll also show you where you've yet to explore. Because right now it's kind of unknown. You kind of know that, there was a shrine up here. So obviously you've been in this area, but you don't know where all you've been. So this is really neat that it's going to actually kind of help you know where you've explored, where you've got to go and check out.
How many hours do you have in Breath of the Wild so far, out of curiosity?
I'm probably only at like 60.
Oh, I have about 90, I think.
Yeah,
and I was thinking about beating Ganon tonight, right after we record. So I'm pretty sure I'll be fine with the 200-hour limit.
Yeah, no, I'm probably going to keep playing for as long as I can. I'm definitely going to be getting both of the DLC packs, and I know I won't be going after Ganon until I've kind of exhausted all of those.
Yeah.
So
I just think that now's the right time for me to be Ganon.
What I thought would have been kind of nice is if they could have let you do the DLC even if you've beat Ganon, so you'd be actually continuing to play post Ganon instead of pretty much you end up loading a save before you beat Ganon. So I was kind of hoping that it would have done that in Breath of the Wild, but that's okay.
But you get a star on your profile.
Ooh, a star. Feels like elementary school. So another part of the DLC is a travel medallion. So it is somewhere in the world. There's a chest with a travel medallion inside. What it allows you to do is register your current location as a fast travel point on the map. So you can jump back to that spot whenever you need to. And you can only register one location at a time. So it's not like you can put a whole ton of portals everywhere. I mean, that's what the shrines are for. And the tower.
Blood Moon Shrine. Blood Moon Shrine.
I need to find that.
That's. One. Yeah. You haven't found it?
No, not yet. That's on my list of shrines to find. So.
I still haven't completed it because I always keep missing the Blood Moon. I would love to have an instant travel point there.
I guess that would also be really helpful. Absolutely, you're right. Is being able to instantly zap yourself to where that shrine is when needed.
Yeah, or just any point that's convenient.
Yeah.
I bet there's a couple areas that have gaps between shrines, and putting it there would be helpful.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Like some of West Hyrule is a bit barren shrine-wise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, there's also going to be a whole bunch of more armor. There are a total of 8 treasure chests placed around Hyrule containing armor themed after various Legend of Zelda titles. If you saw the trailer, you'll notice that there was Majora's Mask, there was one of the knights from one of the previous games.
Phantom armor.
That's what it was, yeah.
Midna's helmet and Tingle. That's Bill's favorite, according to the treehouse.
There's also a Korok mask, which is also hidden in a treasure chest. Surprise, surprise. While wearing this mask, although this is kind of nice. So while wearing this mask, it shakes whenever Link is near a hidden Korok location. So that will definitely help you find the 900 Korok seeds. Because if you're having trouble, if you're only at 30 some odd like myself, that'll definitely help you find the rest of them.
But you have to find the chest.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and then once you found the chest, then that'll definitely help.
It'll probably be hidden like a Korok seed.
Most likely.
Most
likely, yeah. Somewhere.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah. And then the final part of DLC Pack 1 is hard mode, the one mode that a lot of people really want to see. So hard mode. So within hard mode, enemies will gradually regain health. Enemies are also powered up by 1 level. So to me, that sounds like if they're a level higher than you are. Enemies can also have a higher maximum level than they would in the normal mode, making them that much more difficult. And as if you saw the trailer, enemies and also even treasures might be flying. So if you remember, there was a platform being held by those balloons with a whole bunch of the bogoblins on them, and Link, I think he shot one of the balloons and they all tumbled off. So there's going to be flying enemies at this point as well, in addition to the bats and whatnot that's out there. So that's kind of cool. DLC Pack 2, we don't really know a whole lot about what's in DLC Pack 2. There's some new stories that focus more on the champions. There's going to be a new dungeon to explore, additional challenges, pretty much the same old summary when they don't want to reveal too much. That DLC pack we will be seeing around holiday of 2017. So if you haven't picked up the DLCs, highly recommend grabbing both of them right now, because then you get that special chest with that Switch t-shirt, which makes it look really weird when you're running around. So, but
yeah,
definitely going to be picking up both DLC. What about you, Brooks?
Yeah, I'll probably be picking up the DLC at some point. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good deal for $20.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got some good stuff here, like especially that Trial of the Sword. I mean, have you seen some of those rooms were pretty big, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty expansive.
It's definitely going to be a big challenge.
Yeah, but sure will be fun to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The final level, a golden Lionel.
Watch, yeah. I'm kind of glad I haven't even run into a regular one yet. So, but
you haven't?
Nope. But I'm sure I'll be getting to that point soon, because I'm just about to take on the final Divine Beast. So, I think once I've done that.
Really? But didn't you do Waterblight already?
Yeah, it was the first one.
Yeah, didn't you not fight a Lionel?
Nope. I snuck around everywhere and grabbed all the arrows. I tried. Oh no, you're right. I did fight one, and I failed miserably. And so I said, screw this. I completely boosted all my sneak, and I just went and got all the arrows and then jumped off a cliff.
Nice.
To safety. So that's.
I actually fought it.
I should actually. You know what? I should go back there and fight him now. Now that I'm much stronger.
Yeah.
See how well I do.
I'm fighting silver Lionels, man.
Ooh, look at you.
No excuse.
So the last topic for today is a very odd game that was announced today, is Sushi Striker, The Way of the Sushido, for the Nintendo 3DS. Brooks, why don't you tell us a little bit about that one?
Well, Sushi Striker, it's quite a weird game. It's an action puzzle game, and so basically it's for the 3DS, and on the bottom screen you have some rows of sushi going on conveyor belts, and you basically have to line up all the sushi with the same plates. And then you can stack them up and throw them at your opponents. And there's also, like, in the center, another line of sushi that both sides can get. And there's also some meters, a meter that you can fill to, like, boost your sushi throwing damage. And
this
and
definitely
help you
has
match
Nintendo written all over it.
Yes, it's crazy.
This is a very typical Nintendo game where it's just weird and nutty.
Kind of reminds me a bit of Pocket Car Jockey from last year by Game Freak, but this one's being made by the devs of NES Remix, so...
Oh, I mean, it should be good then. I quite like the NES Remix games.
Hopefully, yeah. NES Remix was pretty good. This looks weird, but hope it'll be fun.
You know what, and I think I'm gonna pick it up because I like quirky little games like that. As long as it's a game that is good, where the thing I like is when games are easy or fairly quick to get going, they don't take a lot to start and actually get playing. If it's fairly quick to get going and, like I said, the rounds are speedy, I'm all over it because, you know, being a parent, your time is precious. So
most rounds were about 2 minutes ish.
Oh, that's perfect.
Long. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be solid, fun, good game.
It's about as long as a round of Tetris lasts for me online before I'm eliminated. So that definitely sounds interesting. I think I may end up picking it up for my 3DS, and at the very least, I will be getting it for my kids, because I'm sure they'll like that, though, because they also like weird stuff like that. So I'll be sure to grab that.
Yeah, probably won't pick it up, but it just looks weird. That you can't say anything else about it.
Weird and fun, which makes it awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that about wraps it up for our final part of our 10th episode. Just want to give a special shout out to Nintendo. We heard that there are some Nintendo employees that actually listen to this podcast, which is really awesome. So join us for our 11th episode when that comes up. We're going to actually get a chance to talk to members of our away team who actually went to E3. We'll hear what they saw, what they liked, and kind of what they experienced. We heard a few of them actually saw Reggie in the flesh, which is pretty cool. So be sure to check out our 11th episode when that airs. And
wait, will we also ask them if Nintendo doomed?
Oh, you know what? After this E3, I don't think Nintendo's doomed at all. I think they're going to do just fine. They're getting lots of third-party support. They're coming out with, they got the cross-play with Microsoft now, which is a huge boost. Pokemon is coming to the Switch. We got a new Metroid Prime game in the works. We will not be seeing the end of Nintendo for a long time.
Hey guys, we finally answered it.
I think so.
Nintendo is not doomed.
Yes, it only took us 10 episodes.
Yes. We did it.
Tune in next time for Hello Nintendo.
Hello Nintendo.